Hey, it's Dan from SpareTireRunning.com. Sunday. Giving up some football to come to the gym. Especially after Michigan kind of not robbed. They didn't get robbed out of the playoffs. They should have won a couple games. They lost 2 games by a total of 4 points. Both of them one coming at a last-second field goal, the other one coming in double overtime. Both away, one at night, one against some controversial play calling by the refs. They get to go to the Orange Bowl, play Florida State, which is going to be a good game. They played twice before, each team winning one of them, but the last time was like 1991, and 1986, I think was the other time before. So, not bad. Not the greatest that we were hoping for this year, especially going into the last 3 weeks, because the 2 losses came within the last 3 weeks of the season, which gave Penn State to go to the Big Ten championship game, which they beat Wisconsin after being down by 21 points. But Penn State still didn't get into the playoffs, and they still rewarded Ohio State somehow. How the heck do you award Ohio State when they didn't win their division, didn't win their conference, and lost to Penn State this year? Yes, Penn State lost to Michigan by like 39 points, and they also lost to Pitt, which was a bad game. But they, after going 2-2 out of the first 4 games, they went 9 games winning streak, capping it off last night with that awesome win over Wisconsin. So they got kind of gypped out, and Ohio State is still in the playoffs. Ohio State will have to play Clemson. Man, I don't think Clemson's that good. Clemson got the number 2 spot, and Ohio State with the number 3 spot. I don't think Clemson's that good. I was going to put Clemson at number 4. Actually, I had Michigan at number 5, Penn State at number 6, just because of how things were going, even though I don't think Ohio State deserves it. And I had Washington at number 2 and Alabama at number 1, because Alabama has rolled everybody this year, but they haven't played anybody. Their toughest game was last night against Florida, and Florida was not that good. They had to pull out a lucky win over LSU to get to that game. But anyways, Alabama versus Washington. I think Washington's a lot better than people think they are. They have had an easy schedule this year. Really, the only win came against Colorado, which Michigan beat too. Michigan beat 3 teams that were in the conference championship games. That's why most Michigan fans were rooting for Colorado and rooting for, they actually were rooting for Virginia Tech to beat Clemson. And that almost happened too. That's why I don't think Clemson's that great, because they kept they won by 7 points, but they kept letting Virginia Tech come back. And Virginia Tech is not good at all. So it'll be interesting. Big news also is Western Michigan capped off their undefeated regular season, and they are going to the Cotton Bowl versus Wisconsin. So that's going to be a huge test, I think, for Western Michigan. I am actually going to be rooting for Western Michigan in that game. The other game I'm going to be rooting for and want to watch is the Bahamas Bowl, because Eastern Michigan's in that game, and I love my Eagles. My dad played for them back when they were the Hurons, but still Eastern Michigan. My favorite coach of all time, Lloyd Carr, Lloyd Carr is probably my favorite coach. I mean, Bo Schembechler's right up there. He's kind of above that in a way, but Bo wasn't really coaching much when I got into really understanding and watching football. Lloyd Carr was the majority of that, and my dad played for Lloyd Carr at Eastern Michigan, and Lloyd Carr also is from the area, downriver area, and also coached in the city, the public school that I grew up in. And my dad actually played against Lloyd Carr back in high school too. So that was a great finger shot. I really enjoy Lloyd Carr. And so I'm rambling on now. But football is a fun sport, especially college. Pro, except for the Lions. Check them out this year. This is the first game all year that they've been leading or not tied going into the fourth quarter. And last I know, they were up pretty good against New Orleans. So that was the game actually I stopped watching to come to the gym, because I don't want to jinx anything or something like that. So, hey, put it down in the comments. What football team you like? Do you even like football? Can runners like football? I think everybody can like football. But other than that, it is a gloomy little day. It's still kind of warm here in Michigan for being in December. It's 40-ish degrees. We're supposed to get some snow maybe tonight or tomorrow. We'll see. The clouds are actually looking very, very possible. If it can just drop in temperature, I think we'll get some snow sticking onto the ground. And that always can be a fun time, especially during the holidays. As for me, I have to get through 2.5 weeks. That's my. I have a 2.5 week window here where I have to really grind and push through. I'm kind of, I don't know if you can hear it, congested still a little bit. But soon, end of December, I'm getting a nose job. That's right, getting it all fixed up. Not really a nose job, but I mean, I don't know if you can tell. I've broken it twice wrestling. But that's another story. So, well, I'm going to go hit the gym because I'm doing this before I actually work out. I'm going to run a little bit of treadmill, not stair climber, I did that yesterday, elliptical, and stationary bikes. So, every step counts.